Hello and welcome to the PolyInnovator Channel. So today I am back. I'm sorry that it's been a while since I've made some videos. I wanted to make sure that my audio quality was sufficient, and I'm hoping that today it will be. I haven't really changed much on it, but I'm wondering that if these certain settings will make things a little bit better. Now, I wanted to go over some MicroMasters today from edX that particularly have been attracting to me for quite some time now. I would even say a couple years, where I've gone back over and over again on what these basically programs are offering. Now, I also want to kind of give you guys some insight onto what you can take after these MicroMasters. And so I'm going to go over some of the master's degrees that they are offering. So let's go to that intro, and when we get back, we'll go right on that. Thank you. Alright, as you can see here, I am on the MicroMasters page from edX. There is so many different options you can go over, and in some of my other videos, I actually go over these a little bit more in detail and kind of show what other options from other sites are. But for today, we're focusing on the MicroMasters on edX, not even going to the MIT website. But going on here, they've added a few over the past year or so, but some of the ones in particular are the ones from UQx, which is University of Queensland. This one is Corporate Innovation. Let's just go to here real quick just so you can see. UQx has attracted me due to its innovation school. So ASU and UQx both are two schools with high ranking, I guess you could say, innovation academia. And so on here, at the first glance, it seems kind of confusing, but as you can see at the bottom here, they're part of a MicroMasters program. So most of their courses on here are part of the MicroMasters, but there are some other ones as well. Now let's get back right into the topic at hand. Basically speaking, MicroMasters to Masters, there's a few options for you. Here is the UQx options that I have found. So first and foremost, one of the ones I'm particularly interested in is leadership and global development. My main goal is to create a platform of change in the world. Global development really goes with that hand in hand. Global sustainability development is one of my main 3 tiers for my modular degree. And this basically goes over a few different innovation aspects and mainly just leadership, and obviously in the global standing. What you can get from that is this Master of Leadership and Global Development, which if you click on here, takes you to this page. This one in particular, I think, is something they've kind of fought a little bit more attention into, where if you take the MicroMasters right here, it'll take you into this program, which is a little bit shorter, not much shorter, only a couple months. This is a program without the MicroMasters. I'm not sure why there's a 2-month difference there, or actually 6 months there. That's why, because of the MicroMasters. Oh well, it's an interesting program, but you can't actually see it. They don't advertise it very much unless you go to that MicroMasters and then click this link. And so that's why I'm making this video today. A lot of these programs you can get after the MicroMasters aren't really well known. The ones that people know are the master's degree that they talk about on here, where if you go on to edX's master's programs, there's a lot on here, including one from University of Queensland, which in order to get this degree, you would have to either apply normally or go through one of their other MicroMasters, which is Business Leadership. Now, out of the 4 UQx MicroMasters that are on here, this is the one that interests me the least, but it's also the one with the newest master's degree. So it seems like there's 3 different versions of their master's degree that you can get from MicroMasters. That doesn't mean that their actual degree will say anything different or anything like that, but basically the pathways might be a little bit easier or harder depending on if you have a bachelor's degree or not, or if you have work experience, that sort of thing. So the 3 options are this master's degree in leadership, service, innovation, which you take the business leadership in order to get into. And throughout this whole video, I'm probably going to be assuming that you don't have a bachelor's degree. You're trying to get into these without one. That's my position, and so that's me projecting, but I feel like that'll help a lot of people out there. And so in order to get a chance to go to this degree, it's not too expensive for a master's, but you have to get this MicroMasters in Business Leadership. Whereas in order to get this degree, you'd have to get the Global Development MicroMasters. Now, there is a couple other UQx MicroMasters that they have, and that is Corporate Innovation, which really goes into the innovation deep hole, and then Sustainable Energy. Now, both of these have quite some interesting courses, and in fact, I think these are the ones that really interest me quite a lot as well. They both lead into this Master of entrepreneurship and innovation. This one says a little bit different, talks more about just a master's in sustainable energy. However, if you go into their programs here, you can see that there's a few different fields of study, which there's not anything on corporate innovation in particular, but you can take these credits into that program. And I noticed that on their curriculum on this page, not this page, but throughout the other pages throughout here, there is some overlap in some of the courses from corporate innovation. Whereas one of the actual fields of study is sustainable energy, and it's almost exactly the same as the MicroMasters here. So if you took this, this would be your specialization for this degree. So what I was thinking is take this corporate innovation MicroMasters along with the sustainable energy MicroMasters and taking it into this master's degree in innovation and entrepreneurship and using that as a way to get in, not only because I have 2 different graduate credentials, but on top of that too, making it a little bit easier to get through that degree and a little bit quicker. 1.5 years time would be more like 1 year, I would even say, from what I understand. Now, I hope I am not seeming like I'm rambling, but I'm quite excited about a lot of these different things, and I wanted to share this with you guys today. I can maybe make some more videos on other programs if you're interested, but for this one, this is the one I was very keen on, and that's why I felt motivated to make this video. So I'm hoping that this might help you if you're kind of interested in some of the same things I am as well. I am very curious to see, however, what you could do if you took all 4. Now, I think maybe 3 of them could be overlapped, but not all 4 because they're just 2 different degrees. It's like business management versus entrepreneurship. So yes, they're related, obviously, but they're not necessarily going to be related enough to maximize your degree threshold. And so you still have to take 2 degrees. Now, I'm not particularly against taking 2 degrees if I feel like it's worth it to my overall arching goals. I am also curious to see, is the master's degree even worth it? At this point, there is so much information in each of these MicroMasters here. So many courses, so much things you could learn from and combine together. The synergy of them all are quite adaptable. And I'm wondering if I just took all 4 of these little MicroMasters together, if I really need a master's degree in the first place. That's something I could have you guys leave your opinion in the comments there. Please do let me know, because I'm curious to see what other people think of that. I haven't actually really told much people about this kind of pathway for me, and so I'm curious to see what people will say. Overall, thank you all for your patience, for not having much videos lately, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this has helped you guys, and if you want to see more like this, do let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.